Hello, hello, hello. Hey, you didn't do your hey, everyone.
Oh, I was looking to make sure we were live. Hey, everyone.
Hello, hello. Welcome to After Hours here at Linda's Electric Quilters.
Yes.
We are super excited to be here with you this evening for our special viewers showcase.
Yes, of course.
This is fun. You keep looking at your phone. Stop looking at your phone.
Well, I wanted to make sure it was working. It looks like it's working. So
It is working. Yep.
You always have to test that. You never know
You
with
do.
technology.
You
these
never
days.
know with technology these days.
So
It's all
anyway,
over the place most of the time.
I
these
know,
days.
right? All over the place. So yes, again, welcome, welcome. We are excited to have you guys live with us. We are excited about our first show and tell, our first customer show and tell. This is going to be lots of fun. So hopefully after you're done watching it, you'll see that it's really just a simple, fun way to interact with you, and you'll be ready for our next one.
Definitely.
We'll talk about that at the end.
Yes.
Okay, but before we get started.
What are we doing?
What do you mean, what are we doing?
What are we doing before we get started?
Before we get started, we are going to subscribe to our channel.
Oh, that's my line.
That's your line.
Got it. On it. Okay, here we go. Go team.
Yes.
And cue track. Always, before we get started, make sure you subscribe to our channel. So it's going to be right down there at the bottom right-hand corner. After you click on that subscribe button, make sure you click on the little bell that shows up so you can get notified whenever we post new videos or whenever we go live here at After Hours. And cut. How was that?
And while we are waiting for people to get on so they can enjoy the show and tell with us, I'm not sure if you've been on social media, if you have Facebook or Instagram.
Oh, here she goes.
But we are super excited that Northcott shared my quilt.
Yeah, so the manufacturer of the fabric saw what we did on Instagram and on Facebook, and they actually shared it to all of their subscribers, viewers, likers, followers, all that good stuff. And so that was really kind of cool to see our name go across a manufacturer social media page because they just really liked the quilting on this, and then the overall just background. I don't even know if you'll be able to take this home. This might just have to be the forever background.
I don't know. It's supposed to go home though.
I think it's locked in here.
Okay, so now we'll have to wait till February to get more fabric because we're out till then.
You can take it home. I got a code to the house and I'll bring it back. So it's cool.
It's called Whispering Pines by Northcott. So we'll have more back in stock in February. You might find out that it's a great way. But the segue into that was we have the question.
Oh, yes.
And the question is, while we're waiting on people to get on, have you ever taken a wide back like what we did here and just did a whole cloth quilt?
Any type of wide back. Doesn't have to be kind of the scenery.
No, just right. It could be a plain color. But have you ever experienced that or tried that? Because you really should if you haven't.
It's so simple because y'all know I'm not like a huge piecer. I mean, I can do it. It's just not like my go-to thing. But we have so many really cool wide backs that come through here, especially like the Unstoppable one. It looks like all the journal writing in it with all the different words and the paint splatter. Like that would be a really cool one as just an overall whole cloth quilt.
Yeah.
Kind of looks more like a comforter at that point because it's kind of that same one cohesive pattern look. And they're so easy to do. Like that's Christmas presents out the wazoo.
Yeah, we had somebody asking us to show us how. I mean, really, that's what we did. She said, "Show us how you did it." We just put on some wide back. All we did was throw on the wide back, found a pattern, adapted the pattern just a little bit to make it work for me the way I liked it.
Trying to find one that we could easily reach,
so,
but no.
And then did an edge to edge. It's a simple edge to edge, easy, fast quilt. So super fun. Anyway, now that we have more people on.
Okay,
y'all. It's called Whispering Pines.
Thank you. She has been on an energy high since about 6:15. If I could have hit go live at 6:15, that'd have been the show right there. She was making faces at the camera. She was dancing, making weird voices. I don't know what happened. Someone must have gave her a Red Bull. I don't know. You had a Diet Coke for dinner. That's what it was.
That's right.
I told myself, I said, self, you need to get her a water for dinner. And myself said, she might kick you out. So probably not.
No, I wanted that Diet Coke.
Exactly.
It worked. So here we go.
Conscious.
All right. Okay. Let's get to it. I'm so excited about this show and tell. Oh, what are we holding? Hold slow down. Okay.
See, here she goes. Y'all, she's going. I would like to say something real quick as well. So I actually have a rather big announcement.
Okay.
I'm actually excited about it. It's not on the After Hours platform, but I would like all of you, if you can, to take a look at our social media page, our pages, Facebook, YouTube, different things like that. Monday, November 23rd at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Got a really cool announcement for you. So, yeah.
Yeah,
that's my big thing. Yes, so a kind of cool little thing. So a cool announcement, 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, November 23rd, so that Monday.
Yes.
So I've got cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Why are you not excited? You lost all of your Diet Coke energy after I said it, and it's like, ooh.
No, I'm very excited.
Thank
I
you so
cannot
much.
wait to see the announcement.
The level of sarcasm in that was crazy. So we'll just let her hold that. Anyway.
Anyway, so we're excited. Everybody, thanks for watching from all over for right now. Let's get to it. Let's do the show and tell. Let's show off these quilts that were sent in to us. And
so
before we do that,
yes.
If you didn't get a chance to see last week's turkey placemat, this is kind of how it's finished. You just take some color, you finish it off. We actually had the opportunity, not work, but the opportunity to make 70 of these, turn them into kits with a 10-pack of Crayon markers, and then donate them to the homeless shelter for the kids so that they would have something that they could draw on. It would be their own. They could write their feelings on there or however they thought, something for them to have for Thanksgiving for.
Yeah. In our county, we have like Diana was saying, a homeless shelter. And it really, it broke our heart, brought us to tears to hear the number of children that were in there this holiday season. And oh God, don't cry.
I know.
I don't need you to get crying.
To do that.
I wasn't supposed to get you crying. And so I give props to Diana. I went and got on the Statler, but I give props to Diana for coming up with the idea to give all these children something to brighten their day on Thanksgiving, so they could draw this out and write down what they are thankful for in the situations that they've been placed in. And it's absolutely made you good. You good. I didn't mean to make you cry.
No, you didn't.
But it was a special place in my heart,
a
very big thing for us to do. So we cranked out 70 of them in under 24 hours to get them all done. And we had people donate markers and fabric, and it was wonderful. So yeah.
Okay.
It was great. Not to make her cry, but it was great.
If you have the chance to do something like that, do that. It really does make people smile. It was really cool to drop them off today and see all the smiles. So, okay, let's get to it. Show and tell.
Okay. Alrighty. So we are doing our after hours viewer showcase tonight, and let's just hop right on to that screen. And we are there. And so what we have done is we had people over the past few weeks send us multiple images, multiple pictures, entries of the quilts and things that have inspired them from the after hours show. We get a lot of phone calls, and we are eternally grateful and extremely honored to spend time with you every Thursday night. But to hear some of these stories, and we've kind of shortened them and moved them around.
Yeah.
But to hear what we have inspired you with, just showing some of our mistakes that we do and kind of laughing it off, we really, really appreciate spending time with you. So let's jump right into it. So the first one that we've got, this one is from Tiffany R. She is here in Texas, the great state of Texas. And this quilt, this project name that she has, this one is called Pheasants. And this is the first quilt that she has completed on her new long arm.
Yes.
She has been watching our after hours episodes and got really inspired to get onto a long arm machine and spend a lot of time. You'll see really here, not a whole lot of zoom in, but really in here, this nice intricate stipple work that we've looked through. Using some of the basic 8s on parts of these stars here to fill in different spaces.
She did a really good job for being her first quilt.
A beautiful job for being the first quilt on the long arm.
And she made it for her husband so he could snuggle on the couch. I thought that was cute.
I thought that was really cute. Yeah, snuggle up on the couch and watch it. So she likes that she could do that for him.
All right, let's go to the next one.
So the next one that we've got, this is Cindy. And Cindy is over in West Virginia, like that. And she did a Halloween table runner and placemat sets. She did it using the Basic 8 stencil. So the Designs with Line starter kit, this is really what this one is.
Okay.
And she quilts on her domestic machine.
That's awesome.
I think that's really cool.
Let's show some of the stuff.
So this is that set of placemats that she did. We've got 6 here and a table runner. This is that Basic 8. You can see some of the chalk remaining here. She left that so we could show that off. But I think it's really cool how she used that Basic 8 to get those lines in and then went into those arcs to make that spider web design.
Yeah, and I think she used a spider web on that one, not the Basic 8.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that is the spider web. I'm sorry.
So we have a lot of them.
Sorry.
But she used a spider web template on that, and then the book with that. So, but she also used a Basic 8 on some of the other
things. Yes, my head was somewhere else.
She took that whole thing. Yeah, and she said she really enjoys watching our videos And we just love that, how she, and I think there were some more pictures, wasn't there?
So this is kind of 3 other ones of some of the other placemats. So the same idea across the placemats. She moved that spiderweb design, the stencil. So like this one right here that I'm pointing at, this one started in the center behind this haunted house. And then it kind of bounced around over here on this one. She did it in multiple corners, so they all came in together.
That's cool.
I thought it was really cool, just easily moving around that stencil to get that design.
And on a domestic machine.
On a domestic machine of all things.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Amazing.
I absolutely love that. Yeah. So great job on that one, Cindy. Thank you for sending those in to us.
Okay.
All right, next one we got here is Sin. Okay. And she is in Massachusetts. Okay. And this project was called Lancaster Whirlwind.
Pretty.
And she did this one. This was the cutest description. One of them. She said that she did the basic 8 and Diana's quilting swirls.
You know, that's about what I'm only good at, those swirls.
But she said that she had always had trouble with swirls because it was a directional thing. And she said, thanks to Diana for allowing her to see how she was learning to sew it, she realized she was doing it the wrong way the whole time. Yeah. She was able to imitate the swirl winds that Diana likes to do, and was able to put these all over this block. And this is gorgeous.
That's really pretty. That looks like my swirl.
Love those. Those are your swirls right there.
Good job.
But that looks absolutely stunning. I absolutely love it. It's really, really cool. And she loves the after hour show, and she looks forward to seeing it every Thursday.
Awesome.
So
we love hearing that. Okay, let's go on to the next one.
All right, so next one is Judy. She is down in South Texas. She is super, super sweet. I've had the opportunity to speak with her a few times through Messenger and different things like that.
Very sweet lady.
And so she was telling us that she used a combination of different books and stencils. But the line that really stood out to me and what she sent to us is that she can do anything with these stencils and these books. Yeah. And that line really struck me. I was like, you really can. You can do anything you put your mind to with these stencils and these books.
And they came from, so I mean, she's really appreciated being able to watch and learn techniques.
Yes.
And she's used the 4 books, the Basic 8 book, 1 and 2, the Curvy Squares, Triangle Tangle, and Border Lines book. So she used, you pulled up some stuff. There you go. I guess you can describe it.
So you're fine.
There's the borders.
So in here you've got the borders. Right here you got that Basic 8 design. This is Triangle Tango right here. Absolutely beautiful. One of the really cool things that I liked that she put in here was that she loved being able to see how we were okay messing up things, and we laughed it off and figured out how to fix it, because it's really easy to do. But you can get in your head really quickly and start to doubt yourself that you can't do it, when really it's one little change of direction, you can fix it.
Exactly.
One last thing that I said in here that was really, really cute was she asked to bring cousin back sometimes.
We need to do that.
We need to bring Summer back. She is she's currently at home right now, but watching that one, that was cool.
Yeah.
All right. So next one we have is Annette. Love this quilt.
Called Broken Star.
This one's Broken Star, and she used a bunch of the designs from the Circle Book. So I remember that Circle Book episode that we did. That's kind of more of a close-up of that part of the quilt. Yeah. And she did the Circle Book designs that she got them from right in here in these squares on point, and in these blocks. And then did continuous curve right out here from your Mother's Day quilt that I did for you. Kind of that same idea.
Fun. That's so good.
So this is just a more zoomed up, closer version of that Circle Book. And this was from page 21 of the Circle Book.
Awesome job.
So it's really, really cool. So
I love seeing all these.
Yeah, this is fun. Okay, so who is next? Oh, Pat and Mike. They are here in Texas as well. Yeah. And they just got their machine. Got a machine. And they got a computerized machine, but they'd been watching us on After Hours, learning how to expand their computerized capabilities, or their long arm capabilities.
Learning
how to do a little bit. The best of both worlds. To apply that before they got their machine.
Yeah, and that quilt is named Americana at its best. And so he's got some close-ups for you here.
So this is kind of one, just overall, this is multiple images in one little box. This is the backing, close-ups of that. Nice border stars here that were put in. Good stitch in the ditch. Looks really, really nice. I like this one a lot. It's cute. Okay. Next one we have is Donna. And so you want to talk about Donna?
This was Donna's first quilt on her new machine. So, it's right there. First practice practice with a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
I like
First
that.
practice with a purpose.
Practice with a purpose.
I
So
low-key thought that was the name of the quilt.
Yeah.
And maybe it is. I don't know. But I thought it was a nifty name. Practice with a purpose. First practice with a purpose. I really liked that. And she said that she had taken Designs with Lines classes years ago.
Yeah.
But After Hours really gave her that extra boost to try those skills and apply them to her quilting. So that's kind of more of a close-up. So here are some of the sashings. That looks like our leaves stencil.
That's right.
Looks like that leaf stencil part of it. Kind of that same idea.
Well, and you can see the design of the block. I don't know if you have a close-up.
I've got another one in the back on that one. But I liked the border on this one. That was really cool from the Borderlines book. This is the back.
Oh, yeah.
But those are all those basic 8s.
That's exactly
that was one of our first.
We did that
We did that one. Yeah, one of our first designs.
Love it.
On that one, there's Diana's little swirl thingies right there. Her waves. Figure 8s right here. So that one is really cool. And then some good straight line quilting here in the center to separate those blocks. So that was really, really cool.
Really good job. First on your new machine. That's awesome. That looks great.
I liked that one. Okay. All right. Next one is Teresa. This quilt had a nice little story with it. She had made this for her cousin's 60th birthday. Summer, don't get any ideas. And this one is 101 by 118.
That's a big quilt.
Thing's huge. And she said that she did 60 different designs in this quilt. Some free motion, some ruler work, some stencils. She said she's been watching the After Hours videos, and with all that blank space for quilting, she decided to go in and do a few different things from that as well. She said that she had taken some classes on Designs with Lines back in the day and wanted to apply them now after watching After Hours.
Yeah, and the quilt is called Garden Path. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so here's a close-up of one of the blocks. This one's a really nice one. This looks like this could have been done with the basic 8. If I'm not mistaken, that kind of looks like how this would dart out here in these diagonals here, and then you kind of fill in this little section, tap them and go.
I love seeing how they're doing their own technique. That's what we were trying to do. That's what we want to do, is inspire people to do their own thing.
Right. This is just kind of give you an idea, and then you take it one step further.
I love sharing. I'm so glad that we had people send some stuff in. Okay. You ready to go to the next one?
Yep. Okay. Next one, like this one a lot as well. I like them all. I keep saying that. I like them all. This is Marsha.
Yep.
And she did the Dream Big Tide Pool panel, and she used the tearaway quilting designs that we have, which is really cool. We did a video on that one.
Yeah.
And so this is what it looks like. This is the Tide Pool panel, Dream Big flower, still very popular to this day.
Yeah.
But this is with the Urban Elements tearaway designs that we have a video on our channel of doing.
Yeah.
And she loved this, how this whole process went, laying those tissue paper designs down to, you get your glasses?
Oh, I can see better.
Laying those tissue paper designs down and being able to stitch right over them and then pull them apart. Or not pull them, excuse me, pull off the tissue paper.
No, I remember when we did that video.
Yeah, the video was
cool.
And
we tried it, we were like, oh,
it's really not that bad, yeah.
Yeah.
So she took that and applied it over the whole quilt for this one. Here's a closer up view of it. That's a really nice one on here.
She did a really good job following this pattern.
Beautiful job following them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're printed right there. So this is nice.
It's all free motion. Still be able to trace it.
True.
I couldn't do that good, even tracing.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you could. Don't touch yourself. You could. But really cool to see how that video inspired her to grab one of those tearaway designs and apply it to her little Dream Big flower panel that she has.
Well, fun. Well, that's most of the
So those were our entries.
We
really appreciate you sending in those entries.
Yeah, feel vulnerable enough to send it to us to be able to share. And I hope that if you're watching and you see this, we want more next time, so we can celebrate even more of you. This was all about you. But we do have some things to just kind of some of our first quilts that we've done, just kind of to ease it up towards the end. So Corey, why don't you just go into that one?
So we did want to say thank you for sharing all of your talents with us.
Yes.
That's there. But let's take a look at this one. Oh, gosh.
That's not bad. This was Corey's
This is my first
freehand
thing that I ever did in my entire life.
Yep.
That I did it with a purpose. I always played around, but this one was with a purpose. So this one still hangs in our shop to this day. Diana hasn't told me to take it down yet. So yay, must have done something right. But this is our little Texas panel. Got this a long time ago at the Dallas Quilt Show, I think, or one of the quilt shows. But I went in with different colors of thread here, kind of added some fur to this buffalo or bison. What is that? Bison, buffalo, one of those things. And I kind of accentuated the flower plumes of the blue bonnet.
Yeah.
Added some waves to the Texas flag here. Put some wind on the little windmill. Different things like that. So I thought that was kind of cute. Wanted you to see that as well.
This shows you that you can just take a panel and you can just, really just add a little bit of character to that panel, and it turns out so pretty. Everybody, it's hanging on the wall, and everybody just loves looking at it. Looking at it, like, oh,
everyone still wants
just a little bit of character. I know.
Like, do you have this? I was like, no, we don't even have it anymore.
Long time
ago. But super cute. So added that one in there just so you could see that. So this was my first one that I ever did. This is Diana's first quilt.
Yeah.
That she ever did. So you want to talk about this one?
It's called Corey's Cube. I actually made it for Corey for his bed.
I never got it
when he was 16, and that was my first one I did. And I did do it on the computer, but I don't know if you have any close-ups of that or not. Yeah, it's the older one. And anyway, so we just kind of did straight lines on the side, and then just straight lines or zigzags and a star in the middle. So it was very, very simple quilt that I did.
And she got a ribbon on it.
I did get a ribbon. I just decided, why not put it into a show? The worst they could do is say it's not good enough. So why not? Just try, you never know.
It never hurt. Don't never be afraid to throw a quilt in a show.
Yeah.
Never be afraid. Because not really the worst thing, but the best thing you can get from it is critique from a judge.
Yeah, and so you can learn.
And you can learn, okay, that's how I'm supposed to do it, or that's what I missed there. Yep. Take those critiques and take it as constructive criticism, and you can apply that to your future things, and then you'll let it, before you know it, I'll be seeing your stuff at Best of Show.
I know. There you go.
So it never hurts. Just throw that in there.
All right. What's another one show?
Oh, so this is another cool one. This is another spin. With the holidays coming up, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So what I did here was, this was one of my first, I decided I wanted to think outside the box. I was very put into doing things a very specific certain way, because that's how I thought it had to be done. And then I told myself, that's not how it's supposed to be done. You can do it however you want to do it. So this one was just some white sateen fabric.
Yep.
And I quilted this little background geometric design. This pattern was designed for me by Rose Claire. And with that, I said, because at this time, this Crayola melting thing was huge. Like, it was the biggest thing. So I hot glued crayons onto the top of it and melted it, and just used the blow dryer to melt them down the quilt. And on the back side, I don't have a picture of it because it's in a showcase right now, ironically. But on the back side of it, the colors bled through the design.
Yeah.
So the design was variegated with the different colors of the Crayola crayons.
Super fun. And we actually have a video way back a few years ago on our YouTube
of doing that exact thing. Yep. So definitely go take a look at that.
Yep.
Okay, what do we got next? Oh, this is Diana's custom quilt that she did. It's fun when she gets into a mood that she really wants to do something like this. She's always doing stuff, don't get me wrong. But when she gets into like the quilting mood. She got very brave and went out and got on the Statler one day and did all this all on her own. A little bit of help.
Yeah, a little bit of help.
A little bit of help. Mostly on her own, though. Added some heat-activated Swarovski crystals on there. But really, really nice to see how this is just one block pattern design here.
Yeah, I just put a really big block in there is all I did.
And the way that it hits this 9-patch per se, it looks like each of these were made for that specific place. So I threw this one in here to show y'all that it's okay to cross those piecing lines with these blocks. As long as when you're looking at it, you can tell that it looks like it was actually made for each one of these sections.
Yeah.
And this one still hangs in the
showroom today. In the showroom today. We just have the little crystals on, just enough to give it that little bit of a bling.
Flare when you're walking by. You're like, ooh, second look. Got to go back and take a look at it.
All right.
Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, this is your Mother's Day present.
Yeah.
So this was a quilt that I decided to use. I did a little bit of basic 8 on this one. For the continuous curves, but the rest of it was all done computerized. But this was a challenge, and she likes giving me challenges. We got this quilt off of eBay, and it was, to say the least, it had a lot of extra fabric, and it was a challenge. But it was really cool to use those different techniques that we've learned. This one was all continuous curve. So using that, we learned that in Basic 8, how to keep those curves continuously going, and then this background stuff was done with the Statler. Along within here, but showing you how you can blend both of those worlds of quilting was kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun.
Wanted you to see that. There's one of the close-ups of those continuous curves. So just something slightly light
Mhm.
to kind of accentuate this block and not really take away from the piecing.
Yeah, no, it's fun. I love that one. I have it at home right now on my bed.
That's about to get switched
That's
out.
gonna just switched out.
Thank
Yep.
you. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the last
that all that?
photo. I think. I don't know. I don't know what happens if I hit the space bar one more time.
Guess we'll
see.
find out.
Okay, that's it. Turn that off. There we go.
Yeah, so we just wanted to show a few of ours. We have a lot of different quilts that we've done and things in the past, and that how we play around with stuff. But that was just kind of a few. Again, this was really about you guys.
It's all about celebrating you.
Yeah, and I can't wait to do this again in the spring.
I know. Send us your entries. We want that to happen.
Yeah, so we're going to do this again in the spring. So you've got plenty of time to plan out just the cutest quilt, whatever you want to do with any of the techniques that you learn. Beginning, beginning techniques. So you can see. I mean, I just love the ones that shared. They were so good. I've loved seeing the techniques that we taught. And I remember, I'm like, I remember doing that. I remember doing that. Oh man, they got me beat. I can't even do that good. So I mean, just keep. We love that. So we will be doing this again in the spring. So think about it, and we'll announce all that later.
Yes. Well, thank you all so much for joining us for Viewer Showcase tonight.
Yes.
Really enjoyed it. I don't know. I don't want to repeat what you said, but I just really liked it. I like seeing everything. Some of the little stories kind of brought little tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
How it was super, super nice to see that.
It was.
It's fun to spend time with y'all.
Yes. Okay.
Next week.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
Next week is Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Next week is already.
Yeah.
Golly.
This year has gone by.
It's
a crazy year,
but it's flown by. It'll be Thanksgiving next Thursday. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, we'd like to wish all of you a happy Thanksgiving from all of us here at After Hours and at Linda's Electric Quilters. So we won't be able to be with you next Thursday. We hope that you're with your family, your friends, yourself, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
We'll be with family and friends. And then the following week after that,
yes.
Do we have something? Because I've got something. You don't have anything yet?
No, I have the next 2 weeks after that.
Okay, so I've got something the following week after that. So after Thanksgiving, see us that Thursday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. We'll be looking at the Quilt as Desired book from Pam Clark, from Designs with Lines. And we'll be doing some more freehand quilting, going back to the machine a little bit, and getting on that machine and seeing what else we can do.
Yeah, no, that'd be fun. Can't wait to do that. And then we have some fun stuff in December for you.
Yeah, we got some really cool things scheduled in December for you. You're really going to like it.
Yeah.
So
Corey gets to bake.
Oh yeah, that is in December. Oh gosh, no!
Anyway.
Don't look at that episode.
No, that'll be fun. Anyway, again, thanks for joining us, and we will see you next time.
Bye.